And welcome back, guys, to Half Hour Henshin, the only place where a half hour is 35 to 45 minutes.
We haven't hit 45 minutes yet. I know
no,
we've hit 35.
No. I know we did. I think we did 45 when it was like the special episode where we said we just go a little longer. But I think we'll hit 45 at some point. I say, looking at the timer, counting down from 30.
Oh, that's okay. That's a good one. That's a good one. And of course, that was your host,
Sleepy Witch Art, joined by
DJ Azure, the 2.5D Hero Talkatuber.
Yep, and speaking about 35 minutes, we are on episode 35, and it is time to see how Buffa's ideal world.
Yeah. Oof. Oh, man. Okay, so this thought was not from me, but it was from my community. But this show has a cold open because there's no show going on.
Yeah, it's good. I saw that as well. I really dug that. As always, we gotta plug the DJ Azure Discord, the Toku Plaza, where people be talking about stuff. But yeah, also I forgot they call that. Every time they talk about Ace in the context of being the star of the stars of the stars, I'm like, that's so fucking funny. That's such a long title. It feels like it really reminds me of hi, I'm Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
What? You're Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale?
Yeah, exactly. That's how it feels like. Like you gotta say the whole thing. Like he's the star of stars.
Yeah, stop. Yeah, and like every single time it's brought up, he actually does say the full thing. And then like when he does it, he actually opens up his hand for each star just to just draw it out in the air. It's so funny.
Yep.
Oh,
but
man.
Buff has remade the world. I still really dig this outfit.
Yeah, it's really good.
We get to see an Ukyo Ace is missing, but we also get a Keiwa's missing. I really love that his sister go to the police officer. Couldn't he be at like his girlfriend's place? Definitely not.
Dude, it's like it's just a burn. It's just a burn to him.
Yeah, but also like legitimately, like she just doesn't even like hesitate, nothing happens, and it's like nothing. Oh my god. The world's been remade again. And the saddest part, Q seeing Neon for the first time, and she's like being just happy and stuff. And it's like rip, bro.
Yeah, and after like it's also crazy too because like they were erased, but they were still remembered in this new world though, which is weird. Like the fact that K1 and Ace are remembered despite them losing, because remember how like they were like losers are forgotten. Yeah,
but the main thing is that's a rule for the DGP, not the JGP.
Oh,
so when
true.
when Buffa remade the world, he probably didn't give a shit about like, okay, well, we got to make sure everyone forgets about the previous contestants as well.
Mm-hmm.
But the admins being on the move and Baroba giving the ID core and stuff back to Buffa is nice. I love the like parallel, and she goes off or whatever, and I love the Buffa, you must have caught on by now that you're basically no different than your writers you hate to Buffa. Yeah. And he's just like, so? It's still dealing with my goal. Again, I love the edgy fit. And I also love the cold open, as you said. Geets.
Yeah. Yeah. And talking about ID cores, we see Cherami and Surumi talking about how the like it's like the show must go on, and just being all dramatic about it.
Oh my god.
Shows
this guy's so funny because I cannot tell whether he's like serious or not as a per character. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, at the same time, he's really slimy about it too.
Oh yeah. I think he's perfect for like the game host. Being slimy, he really feels like the kind of person where you hear about like a show does badly, and you hear about like why would anyone think this was a good idea, and you hear about the producer being like, no, this is great. Like that's the kind of guy.
Yeah, I mean, I would say I almost want to say that he's Vince McMahon, but I'm like, nah. He doesn't fit the Vince McMahon because Vince McMahon owns it all. But what is it? Then we see Neon actually once again happy and actually on an arranged date, and then we see the boys talking in English, and we're like, yes, the
Oh
boys
my
are
god,
here.
I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm still one behind on doing the stickers for the month. I need to get them made once I finish all of them. I'm just gonna do one big batch since we have the one patron who's a friend, so I just send that shit to him directly in the batches. So the first one was Ace. The second one was Momotaro. The third one is Gira, and the fourth one I was doing White Ranger for Mighty Morphin for We Had Once and Always, and just kind of like a little David Jason Frank little thing as well. And then I was thinking for this next month that's coming up, what if I have our two boys Henshin for the sticker?
Yeah, and
we gotta get them. That was so excited. I was so fucking excited to see them, bro. It's one of those things where one, knowing that they were fans, especially who went over there and were like, we're gonna be doing Toku stuff and got into it. That I got to do, dude. I'm so hyped for them, bro. I'm so excited. Also, sorry, before we move on, because this happened like a little bit before the other thing. Seeing this new little like masked guy, the ordeal is upon us. For one thing, I dig that mask, but I'm just like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, I mean, at least it's not like funny. Like it's just a an airsoft mask, like the very first girly one.
Right.
Yeah. It's like you too could be a game master for $50. Just buy this airsoft mask.
Right. True.
Oh man. But
also,
what I really like about this scene though is just like just how Samuri just does not want to subject them to this.
From this day you're coming right. Bro, the one that really hits me is a couple seconds later when she's gonna be given the thing to Neon, and it doesn't even say I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, seeing them both touch the thing, get the memories back. I am a Kamen Rider.
Watashi wa Kamen Rider. Yeah.
And they just look at each other with the nod. Oh, I'm so happy about that.
Yeah. And after I love this next scene though. It's like, don't touch that unless you want me to take your life. Like Buffa actually does care. It's like I know I have to destroy you, but he's some
weird thing. I really like that he just like automatically gets a double zombie. Like I think when he transformed, the thing doesn't even like roll; it just goes straight to zombie. And I do love this new form where he's just like got the bigger horns, got the golden eyes. He's no longer half Jamato, but oh god, does this form look fucking cool with the purple and gold? Looks so good with the orange, and like it's just such a cool looking suit. I don't know if they've gotten like an official name for this. Right now I'm just calling it like King Buffa.
I think it's Demon King Buffa.
Okay, it's like Demon King
Buffa. Official name.
I literally have just been thinking of fucking King Koopa from the Mario movie. I'm thinking King Buffa, so I'm just like, he's King Buffa. But anyway, the form, it's a really nice like it's not going like that much more, but it's got just the extra stuff to make it super sick.
I think people said that it's a repaint of I forgot the where the horns come from, but they do say that the cape comes from one of the Kamen Rider Saber riders, and I can't remember which one, but It's actually really cool. I really love how they reuse repaints like this. It's really, really interesting.
And I think here's the thing, and I think using repaints in something like what's almost like a kit bash is really cool. When it's like just a straight like repaint, I'm kind of like, whatever, not the biggest fan. But like, and then we get the set fever, we get the spin, set beat, we get like he's got more of like a martial arts kind of Henshin, beat and beat. Ugh.
Yeah, what's actually really funny. Yeah, so it's like we basically see like more of a Michael like a dancing pose, and then what's really funny is that Tom actually like puts his hand out, and he actually does a Kamen Rider Kabuto like turn, like it's really fun for me to see that.
I love both of them. I'm so happy for them. It's so good. Yeah. And then we get to see this. This was so evil. She's awful. I so love Baroba. She's so terrible. Just her showing up and it's like, hey, you forgot something, and just immediately giving Neon her memories back just to fuck with her. Like, and you don't get to leave your misery. You don't get to leave your suffering behind.
Yeah, it's bad. Then Kyun shows up, And then
we got a really
yeah,
cute scene of like, "Come get me next time."
mm,
Uh,
and then we see our boys lose. I mean, like they didn't get a suit, which sucks. But I mean, at the same time, like like this episode was just basically just showing that the ideal world of destroying Kamen Riders is kind of broken right now.
Yep. But I mean,
Yeah,
hey, the main thing is, they got the. Yeah, I was still very sad about them not being able to do Henshin. And then we get to see their cores destroyed, which unfortunately probably cements them as not transforming anymore.
yeah. But he just destroyed that. He didn't actually he
Kill
didn't
them.
actually like
Yeah, he just like
kill him.
he just revoked their entry, which
Yeah.
it makes sense. He wants to make it so that no one else can be Kamen Rider. If the stuff that happened at the end of the episode didn't happen the way it did, I would not be surprised if the way Buffa as a character goes is the fact that he would like take everyone else out and then even destroy his own ID core at the end once all the riders are gone.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Like, yeah, obviously we don't get to that point because it doesn't go up plan, but yep. And again, the being myself and being important from Neon, super cute.
And I have like Kyun saying that, like saying it's like you're a design person. I mean, the future is nothing but design people. You'd fit right in, and like it's like really cute. It's actually like a sentiment that like he actually is thinking about it. But man,
but also it's like, Neon, I don't want you running off to the future with this man. There's stuff to do in the present.
Yeah, and then we see Cherumi and Surumi, and it's like
no. Then we get to see the ninja Dash Hun dog, the little dog. I love that little dog head.
Yeah,
he gets destroyed. I'm just happy we have to see that little dog head. But yep. And apparently one of the people who was in those Kamen Riders was a desired deity, but they couldn't deal with the power.
But yeah, that's 20 riders like just instantly lost. It's ridiculous.
Remember when we were talking episode 1, like, man, 15 riders are basically gone in like one episode? Who would have guessed? And then Surumi picks up the ID core for Ace. I'll have to resort to that. Please help us. I love again, he's so slimy, he's so funny. The immediate jump cut from like the really deep, I'll have to resort to, please help me, I'm dying.
Oh man, it's also really funny too because I made a dumb joke. If you remember like that old like Skylanders Toys to Life game,
vaguely,
Kekara looks like he's on there.
Oh yeah, he's on the little Skylander podium. That's funny. That's good.
Yeah, I was like thinking about that. I mean, I made a tweet about it, like saying, yeah, he's on a Skylander podium.
Yep. And Jin says he's helped. Kekra said he's gonna help, but he's like, confrontation's not my style, so
yeah,
we'll see what the vibe is there.
Yeah.
And I love how he offers like, I'll take responsibility for sneaking Ace and Tycoon back to life.
Yeah. And what I love about this is that Michinaga just shows up and says, I'm not gonna wait for you guys to come to me. Sup.
What I really love is they'll just hands the guy his driver back, like, I'm gonna fight you for real.
Yeah, and he's like so happy to get his driver back.
He's like, don't underestimate me. I think the funniest thing about this is just the fact that, like, I wonder if the way the wish works is like, determined on being a Kamen Rider. So maybe like if you fought him without being a rider, you actually had a better chance of winning. Because the power to destroy all Kamen Riders. But maybe if you weren't a rider, you know what I mean? I'm just talking shit. But anyway,
I mean, it would make sense. But we get our fever zombie. What I really like is how, like, when they fall through, like they teleport to the quarry.
Yeah, I love the quarry teleport. I knew we were gonna talk about that's our favorite place, bro. We hang in the quarry. Yep, the fever zombie is cool.
He just no sells it all. He just no sells it all. We do get the worm again. And then he's like, and then
the worm is so fucking funny with the sword, especially because Buffa halfway through, he's like, okay, just hit him down the middle.
Yeah, and after that, it's like he's just so selfish. Like, yeah, I'll give you any world you want. It's like I already have my world.
Yep, but he's like, I can help you. Do you want money, women? Kind of vibe. He's
Yeah,
just out here. It's cool. It's a good fight.
yeah,
We're
and
all
then
here. We're out here loving the query.
yeah,
This is my world, and Sumuri praying to like the Geats core, thinking is spectating all I can do. Also, the shot of like Zin like using fucking the gravity to stand on Buffa's back and he shoots and he just doesn't flinch.
yeah, it's so good. I love it. He's just no selling all the riders, and it's pretty great.
Oh,
But
it's
yeah,
awesome. It's great. But anyway, Sumire makes like a wish and just basically out of the ether we get Geats and the ID card is no longer in Sumuri's hand.
hmm yeah. What's also really funny too, someone actually brought this up on Twitter, and they're like, yeah, I mean, I could agree too. How is it that Gates's boost, Magnum boost form is still his coolest looking form, no matter what forms he's got in this show? Magnum boost still looks the best.
Magnum Boost is honestly, I want to say, excellently designed. It is a beautiful looking suit, and I'm a really big fan of the laser hyperlink victory with the Voos V2.
Mhm.
I really like that because I really like the white and the blue. But yeah, Magnum
Yeah,
and Boost, and I don't know. There's something about like even the audio. The here comes Magnum and Boost, like that thing just sells it.
yeah, and
Really,
then
really good.
yeah,
But
and
yeah,
talking about the Magnum, he points it straight at Jeremy, and it's like, I'm not on your side.
yep, Ace. And again, he is a fox. Consider me a spirit. You know, transforms, points something directly at Jeremy. I love then we get this new secret guy. You know, will the return of Geats be a blessing on the world or a curse? The curtain
Mhm.
draws on the desire royale, and then we get
Like,
the like while the goddess of creation continues her cycle of destruction and rebirth. Somewhere I see you finally awaken. Oof.
yeah, it's crazy. And then yeah, we finally get our Desire Royale rules, which is just a rule that we've seen before. Riders whose ID cores are destroyed can never transform to Con Riders ever again.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much the same rule that we already know, but it's like more permanent. Like you can never transform to a Con Rider ever again.
And then we get the let me introduce you to the next stage, a game called the Desire
Desire.
Royale.
Mm-hmm.
And we get to see I think Keiwa's sister becomes a cat.
Yup.
There's a whole thing going on here. So I'm really interested to see what's going on. I was wondering if Ace was gonna come back again due to the technicality, which is the I want to play the fucking Desire Grand Prix until I die. If he technically didn't quote unquote die, he just
Oh, that
lost.
is true.
But that in itself, that was intense. So I think I've told you this was a while back. We talked about how Sumuri or Geats never said he was looking for Sumuri, but he was looking for Mitsune to Sumuri, but he never told Sumuri that Mitsune was his mom. And so I was like, what if she hasn't realized that and she's like related to Mitsumi in some way? And it seems like she might be the reincarnation of Geats' mom.
I mean that it seems to be the case.
Something is
especially
yeah, the cycle of death and rebirth, huh?
yeah, which is also really funny too, because they were forced to be family with that one wish in the beginning of the show.
Yeah, he made her his sister, but she's his mom. That's not gonna be
Yeah.
complicated.
Oh,
But anyway,
man.
Geats took us a bit today. We'll see if we make that we'll see if we hit that 45-minute mark.
Oh my god.
King Oger continuing to be vibes, honestly.
Yeah, like
I love I
we-
love how both of these episodes had our favorite extras on both episodes. We got it's Ben and Michael, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
For Geats, and we have this I don't know, I'm gonna call him the simp of the king right now. You know, it's like, oh, what was that? The God Hopper shows up. Oh, what happened? The king must have done it. Oh, King Rackles.
Yeah. And then like this episode is pretty great. Like, we basically see that apparently Rackless did potentially keep Gira alive because he didn't give him a life-threatening wound.
But we never know. This has me theorizing, but we get to see the kids die, crying over Gira's death. Rackles basically asking for Gira's body to be found, which I don't know. We talk about the fact that that maybe he didn't mean to kill him, but then he's looking for the body. So is it an unintentional kind of thing? I have no idea.
I think it's basically just like wanting to make sure that he's in a prison forever.
Yeah,
so he can't. I think he just wants to make sure so that he his like I mean it's like what Gear said. It's like you just don't want me to be a threat to your throne, and that's like the big thing. And then
the Lord finish was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Good slash. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, and then after that, the episode starts with with seeing that the Ragnarok are about to start. Like, they're ready to invade, and it's insane. And yeah, it happens, and then they're like, you like Gira, rest here, and then this is the lead into like probably one of the best like setups for the episode, where it's like we have to keep it hidden from Rackless right here, and then everyone's like, yeah,
we got to keep him right here. We promise we're not gonna move him at all. We're all gonna share him.
Oh, actually, I forgot him. I forgot that because Garrett was trying to leave. We get a Rita scream to tell him to stay put.
Yeah, and then we get another one. Yep, they're putting their hands together.
Yep. And then this is like one of my favorite setups for the scene is where every single king is asking their assistant advisor. I'm not sure exactly what we call them.
Second in command.
Yeah, their second in command. So Sebastian, Shiokara, Kuroda, and Morphonia, who's like, I already clocked out.
Yeah. I love how he's like Shiokara, and you just turn around, he's just in a tree.
Yeah, but it's great. Like they all are trying to get Kira. It's so funny.
Yep. And I love that. I love that Morphonia. Yeah, Morphonia's like gonna clock out, and then like the fighting starts, and it's like, fine, I'll do it. You gotta come back. Because she wasn't gonna do it. She's like, I'm off the clock right now. I'm gone.
Yeah, and the best part too is that Morphonia like takes out like a ton of like law books as well too. Like essentially it's like a paralegal, I think. Yeah, and it's like basically just like takes out a bunch of law books, leaves it on the throne, and just starts leaving, and it's just so funny.
Yeah,
like she doesn't want to work at all.
I will say the Bugnarok so far have been some of my favorite like rut designs. Not only do I love the way they look, the stuff they use for their sound editing, their little like I love that. They're so good.
Yeah, and it's pretty great too because like the fights I think we talked about this before the series started when we first saw the preview, but like I'm not sure if they're actually doing like full contact, but they look like they take a beating.
Yep, yeah, they do. But anyway, the retainers basically show up and they're like, Gira, let's all go to my place. Actually,
what's even funnier is that they all think they're being sneaky and they all run into each other at the same time.
Yep.
Well, at least Kuroda, Sebastian, and Shiokana. And like I said, I love this setup where we basically get to focus where we get to focus them, and they're all basically like fighting over which kingdom they go to. And then we do get some fight scenes like for each kingdom because they are getting attacked and getting wrecked, actually, just straight up wrecked. And it's really funny. It's like he's like, okay, we're gonna go to Ishbana. You need to get treated, and then it gets attacked. Oh, Ishbana's a bad idea.
Yeah.
But oh man, and I love this episode too because we get the disguises are so funny.
Oh yeah, the disguises of this whole thing are super, super, super good. They're so funny. We're gonna go to Ishibana only to get the phone call like, our beds are full, not right now. And then it's like, oh, you ruined your whole lead-in.
Yeah, and it's great too because we do see like all the kings fighting the grunts, so we do get some fighting in this episode. Like it's not the point of the episode. After that, they're in Unkosopa and the the three main citizens are like basically like arguing which way to go, and like they're basically getting into arguments, and then we see the more serious advisor to Rakles, like see Gira, but I'm sorry, this scene fucking killed me.
This was
It's like,
so fucking. First of all, just in general, the vibes of them trying to like help them, but then just getting distracted by trying to fight each other is so funny. But then it's the genius middle schooler with an IQ of 20,000. Cat key, and it's like,
so
you're my hero. I always tell my son that he should be just like you.
it's so funny, and then they just run off, and
Yep,
then
and he's like, "We've got a quiz show to film," and they run again. The disguise is immaculate. Everyone's so fucking funny. Everyone fits in really well.
oh, and yeah, and then the next scene we do see like Dabowski and Rakles, and we see what Rakles did see in the last episode, which was that Shigatum's other guardian spirit.
Yeah, the
So that's
Oku Ogata.
mm-hmm.
Yep. I mean, yeah, he's definitely there. Oof. I mean, it looks sick, but
Mm-hmm.
yep. They talk about that, and they talk about Gira trying to get like the power from Gira's dead body. You might want to reconsider your attitude. Then obviously Tento gets attacked. Or not Tento. Oh god, what's the name of his country?
Tofu.
Tofu gets attacked. They all fight
Yeah.
together. We had to see
Oh,
some
also
more
talk about grunts, like the fact that they're all like all the Kuroko, like all the fighting Kuroko are like using farming tools to fight, and they all have black and yellow stripes like bees. It's so good.
It's cute, thematic. It's adorable, and then I love how you get to like cut off to the side, and you get to see a bunch of them with a bunch of funny expressions. And then it's like Gira.
Yeah, but all at the same time too, it's like with Dabowski, like it's like this one I actually felt for Dabowski, like the fact that his land is actually like the Earth is getting destroyed, and it's like he's really protective of that. So protective. Like,
and then I love how Gira's immediately like, well, I guess everything's gone. We might as well go back to Shimaganon. And all the advisors start fighting, and then Morphonia shows up and catches them.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Morphonia wins by being lazy.
I love Morphonia. Oh, yeah. She's so funny. She's so cute. This was so it just fucking drags him along.
Yep. Yeah, and this is the best scene too. Like this scene is great too, where Morphonia starts imitating Rita.
Yeah, you are sentenced to stay here forever.
Like for like whatever crimes, and it's like so good. And it's like it is even like doing the gavel bang as well too.
It's good.
Yeah, and it's really funny, like seeing like how different all these are. Like this is what makes the show for me right now, is the fact that we actually are getting personality for the side characters.
Yeah,
like, I love
and just everyone,
side characters having personality.
Everyone is getting personality. It's so good.
Yeah, like even Kuroda, who we didn't even know was like an actual advisor until now, because like they're all faceless and tofu. Yep. Yeah, like we even get a personality for that advisor. Like,
and
it's
I love
great.
His voice. It's good. Yeah, they're right. He does have a good voice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But anyway, Gira's like, I'm gonna fight for the kids. Have you ever asked if Rita needs help?
Obviously, yeah, we get good boy. We get good boy Gira here, which is amazing.
And then Bugnarok shows up, and I love Rita's like, you are sentenced to death on site.
Yeah. Oh man. Anyway. And then after that, like, yeah, more phony returns, and then we actually
a big boy time. The thing that now I'm wondering, because I think I messaged you about this. I did see we did end up getting the small spoiler on the Sixth Ranger for this season. So I guess if you're listening and you don't want to know, skip ahead by like a minute. But we're getting a sixth spider. And all I could think about, because this is the thing I found at the beginning, are all of the gods who get like an explicit name thing in King Odra, do all of them have a ranger? Because we have God Kumo, which is the spider, but we also have the god Tento, which is the what's it called? The
Ladybug.
ladybug, and we have the god ant. So I wonder if those two also get riders or rangers or
Yeah,
sentai at some point.
interesting. I mean, I'd actually be curious because it's actually crazy because like the regular three gods are like are I don't know I like they do their own thing. I mean, they're very sentient.
Yep. So I
Yeah.
have no idea, and we'll see. We'll see if there's just gonna be a because there's a chance whatever we actually see, whatever we see like the form for the spider, he's gonna just gonna have a different spider like mech.
Yeah. I mean, at the same time, I mean, like he's not even a king. Like it's like I think he's more of like a spy. Like he's more of an assassin.
Right.
Yeah. He even uses an insecticide spray as his weapon. It's funny to see.
It's good. It's thematic.
Hmm.
But anyway, I also love how apparently with the three guardian spirits, there's just like a love triangle going on
Yeah, it's
where
funny.
Beetle is just Beetle, but Scorpion loves Beetle and Grasshopper loves Scorpion.
Yeah.
But
And
anyway, God Hopper mode for what's it called, for King Oger. Very fitting.
mm-hmm.
Love the vibes of just having like a big jumpy man, big explosion.
Yeah. And it's really great too because like Yer is such a good boy. Like he just wants to be friends with all the gods, with all the shoe gods,
Yep.
and it's like
And I really,
it-
again, God Hopper design wise, he's so cool. I love having the like pumping pistons in the legs for the jumps. Like that looks so sick.
yeah. And then we get the ending shot of everyone downed.
Everyone is
Like
here and they're dead.
yeah, it's
But anyway, all 5 nations will now be sunk into the underworld. Which the thing that has me wondering, first of all, I love how thematic all of the like passed out shots are. Obviously Rita's in the snow, but we have Himeno in like this, courtyard of flowers. We have Yanma in the rubble of the city. We have fucking Dabowski behind all this hay and food. And
mm,
then the things explode. Gira goes to fight. We get this nice, we multiply and thus we are infinite. We have no fear of death and thus we are flawless. And
yep.
all creation will know the equality under Bugnarok being swallowed into our abyss.
Yeah.
And
What's yeah, it's crazy because like this is episode 9 and like what we assume is the big bad has won essentially.
yep. But I love the next time, I believe kings do not compromise. They would not give in, and all those who do harm to their kingdoms are made to pay. And I love how the little tag for the next thing is, they finally become a team. The legendary
Mhm.
guardian spirit, legend King Oger.
Yeah. What's even better about this is that we might actually get like a full like I mean I don't know how much of it we're gonna get because like this is something they normally do for like the penultimate or final episode where we get an untransformed fight. Like we're getting this like early, like they're like speed running the show.
Maybe. The big takeaways from it is I am glad that we're gonna see something like actually make them come together, because right now obviously they've been kind of working split apart.
Mm,
I'm wondering what actually is going on in Shumagata, because the my two current thoughts are Rackles didn't kill Gira, and the whole thing where we're thinking that advisor might actually be the guy from Bugnarok. What if like Bugnarok infiltrated Rackle's kingdom long ago? Yeah. What if he's not like a bad guy? And what if this is all something he's playing because he knows Bugnarok is watching him? And what if this whole time all this stuff that makes him look really evil has been stuff he's been doing? Like he sent Giro away. Giro got kidnapped, but that was him basically sending Giro away so Bugnarok wouldn't be able to get their hands on him.
that would make sense. Like yeah.
That's the only thing. And again, when it came to things like him knowing about the transformed Yanma and then instantly killing him because he knew
Mhm.
it was a Bugnarok guy, like there's a lot of things where I'm like, it kind of adds up. But it
Yeah.
could also just be one of those things where he's being mind controlled or controlled in some way. And you know what? When it's like you wrest a little bit of control back to not kill him.
I mean, my thing is that I do think that Reckless is actually a bad guy. I mean, I want to say he's a bad guy because like but we also don't like, there are still a lot of mysteries, like, despite us speed running all the way, to this big, cataclysmic event right now, like, we still don't know what happened during the Fury of the Gods.
Nope. Here's the thing. There's so much that could not even be the real Rackles.
Actually, you know what? Well, since we saw that a Ragnarok can imitate someone, that could be the case.
That could be someone else, and it could also be a whole other thing. It could be that's why he can even use a fake sword, and it could also be that, like, we were saying he wasn't a king, but what if we already got an actor confirmation for the White Ranger, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was gonna say, what if he was the real Rackles was the sixth ranger we found along the way? But anyway, no, that's a little too wild. But again, we've gotten some good episodes. I'm really excited for next week. I feel like that's also going to be a thing. I was like, can't wait for next week's episode.
Yeah, it's just, oh man. Yeah, this is gonna be great.
Yeah, I'm very excited. But with that, we've passed 36. So the 36-minute half hour as they come. And we will see you next week for episode 36.
Later.
This program is brought to you by
our unending love of tokusatsu.
If you enjoyed the show, please be sure to like and subscribe.
And hit the bell for notifications. And if you would like to support us further, consider becoming a patron at our Patreon, Half Hour Henshin.
You can get some exclusive benefits, such as your name in the credits and joining our sticker club. Or, if you want to help with a one-time donation,
you can also find us at Ko-fi at Half Hour Henshin. You can email us with any questions or theories at halfhourhenshin@gmail.com or on Twitter at halfhourhenshin.